Recently, Gerald Prince Miller announced that he's going to have a podcast where he's going to go into fake podcasters, his time on the street during the Supreme Team era, as well as have guests on there and expose names. And the guest part pretty much caught my interest. And here is my top five individuals he should have on his podcast. And this is in no particular order. And after I drop my top five, we're going to get into honorable mentions. So here goes. Number five, Brian Glaze Gibbs. Now, since I've been following Brian Glaze Gibbs, excuse me, tongue twister, he's been talking about the Supreme Team for like a while on both of his channels. And I would like to see Brian Glaze Gibbs sit down and have a face-to-face conversation with Prince and see how that conversation would go. Now, I knew initially that Brian Glaze Gibbs, he really didn't like Prince. So it'd be interesting to see those two sit down in the room together and talk about the old days and everything like that. And maybe Prince can shed some light on some of the stories that Brian Glaze Gibbs has shared. I doubt if this would happen. I'm not sure how Prince feels about Brian Glaze Gibbs in these times because apparently none of these podcasters that has interviewed Prince thus far has asked him about Brian Glaze Gibbs. So maybe he may be one of the names that he will drop on his podcast. But still, I would still like to see those two in the room together and everything. Number four, Freeway Ricky Ross. Freeway Ricky Ross. Now, those two, that would be a very interesting and very intriguing interview. And Freeway Ricky Ross, I know he's from South Central. And, Prince is obviously from Queens, but I still think these guys will be able to relate to each other on another level. I mean, both of them, they pretty much, want to help the kids out and all that other stuff. So it'd be interesting to see those two share their stories and all that other stuff and do a one-on-one sit down. So Freeway Ricky Ross is number four. Number three, Unique Mecca Audio. Unique Mecca Audio, both of those two were already on camera together. I believe Unique Mecca Audio went to Prince's welcome home party. But I would like to see both of those two do an interview together. I mean, I think Unique Mecca Audio did interview Prince on his channel. But, it'd be nice if Prince, returned the favor and had Unique Mecca Audio on his channel. And those two chop it up and exchange stories. So I like to see Unique Mecca Audio, appear on Prince's podcast. Number two, Terrence Gangster Williams. Terrence Gangster Williams is a frequent guest on Vlad TV. He's from Louisiana. He's related to one of the Cash Money brothers and whatnot. And, these two, this will be another banger interview, another magnificent matchup in the making. Terrence Gangster Williams and Prince, whoa, that would break the needle in half. And speaking of breaking the needle in half, Number one with a bullet. Some of you may disagree with me, but here goes. Suge Knight. Yes, I think Prince should make a collect call to Suge Knight. Seeing these two talk, that would be must-see TV. This matchup would break numbers, would make numbers. I mean, Prince makes numbers alone, as you can see with Prince making the rounds already on YouTube. But him and Suge Knight, yeah, that would be magic right there. Eat your heart out, Art of Dialogue. Now, honorable mention would go to Nas. Nas did Prince's Welcome Home Party. Curtis Schoon. Curtis Schoon is a noted author, journalist, and he was at one point accused in the murder of Jam Master Jay. Chris Gotti, who is one half of Murder Inc. and is the brother of the late Irv Gotti. And Luke Stevens. Luke Stevens was one of Fat Cat's lieutenants. So there you go. That is my list of people that Gerald Prince Miller should have as guests on his upcoming podcast. Now, I know some of you may have ideas of who Gerald Prince Miller should pretty much, interview. So put those names in the comment box, if you will. Other than that, audience, tell me what you think. Let me know in the comment box. This is Iron Will Media.